My name is Martha Archer. I'm the Executive Director of Mill City Farmers Market. Sure. I went to public school and then to a liberal arts college and studied economics and got into merchandising and worked for Dayton's, which is now part of Target, for many, many years as a buyer, and then took some time off to raise my kids and decided I wanted to get back into the working world, but sell something that I was really passionate about. And so I looked for a job in the local food world. Found myself at a farmer's market. During my time off, I spent a lot of time working with the farm that my kids' school ran as a way to get the kids engaged in growing their own food and learning about where their food comes from. And I also started running a CSA off the back, or offering a CSA off our back step to all the neighbors in our neighborhood to get them excited about buying from a local neighborhood farmer and volunteering at a number of different places that supported healthy eating and living, and it got much more passionate about the healthy lifestyle. And so I was looking for a way to get involved in local food somehow. I knew I didn't want to be a farmer and wasn't going to move out to the country, and knew I had some skills to offer to merchandise a farmer's market. There is no typical day in running a farmer's market. During the week, there's lots of planning. We raise money, we plan the educational programming and the events that we layer on. Unlike some farmers markets, which really just open up a church parking lot and have farmers come in and set up booths, we have all different kinds of educational programming outside today. We've got a cooking demonstration by chefs. We've got the DNR here talking about the park service and all the different things that they offer. And we've got multiple different people kind of interacting with the 5,000 plus customers that we get on a day. So we spend a lot of time planning and intentionally planning that program to get people inspired to eat healthy and buy local foods. And then a lot of time supporting our vendors, going out to their farms and learning about their growing practices and letting them know about our sustainability mission and how we want them to grow more organically and sustainably, and finding out how we can support them and help them be economically successful. And then there's days which are really just managing staff and making sure our staff and our community understand our mission and are ready to kind of help us lead a Saturday. And then a Saturday is a completely different day. So we come at 5 a.m. and set up the tents and greet our sponsors, and then we greet our vendors, and we help greet all the 5,000 customers a day and put on the programming. So every day is a little different.
Wonderful.
The best part of my job is working with the wide variety of people I'm able to work with. So I work with farmers from all different backgrounds and food producers that have come to this local food movement from all different backgrounds, as well as sponsors who are really passionate about supporting the work we do, and community members some who live in this neighborhood and some who drive in half an hour to shop at this market every day. And so it's working with all the different types of people that I get to work with, and really helping to support this local food movement and really helping to support the farmers so they can be economically successful. The hardest part is raising money. I think that some people don't understand when they come to the farmers market and see all the money changing hands, that this is a mission that needs to be sponsored, so that we need to raise money to have staff here at 5 a.m. to set up the tents, that the farmers need to charge what they need to charge to make a living, and they're not getting rich by selling a bucket of tomatoes for $2, even though that looks expensive when you can get a hamburger at McDonald's for $2. Why is a bucket of tomatoes worth $2? Because it took a long season to grow and nurture those tomatoes and handpick them and then bring them all the way into town. So communicating the value of true food, of real local foods and healthy foods, is continually a challenge. It's not the worst part, but it's the most challenging part.
Okay.
Very different. We are lucky to be in this sort of the birthplace of Minneapolis, where the grain elevators were here, the trains came in from the farms, and the grain was shipped out, and now we've turned that over into an organic farming community and a marketplace. And we believe very strongly in making sure that all of our vendors are growing sustainably and organically. They're not all certified organic, but they are all practicing organically. And so that differentiates us a lot with a lot of farmers markets. Some are even distributors, so they're selling produce. The history of the municipal market is that they It had truck farmers come in and sell their wares, and they also took produce from a grocery store that they were pulling off the shelves, and they could sell at a real deep discount. So they are able to have lower prices there, but we are selling all produce that's been picked within the last couple of days that's mostly organic. And our farmers are all there representing their products, or our food producers are there, so you can talk to the farmer and find out what happened on the farm that week, or the food producer, and find out what went into producing that food and why they're picking sustainably raised products and produce to make their food, make their crackers or their pasta or their granola. So we feel very strongly about authenticity and integrity about the produce and the products and where they come from.
Very cool.
Say get out and shop your farmers markets and talk to the farmers and talk to the food producers and learn about all the different ways that you can be involved, both being a grower, being a food producer, or talking to the volunteers and the employees at the farmers market. There's always work to be done at a farmers market, so you can intern and volunteer. You can work in our cooking demonstration kitchen and learn what it's like to be a chef and work with local food, or you can work with any of the vendors there and help them sell their produce. Just stop by a farmers market and ask how you can help out.